What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Tin and Fin. Hey, Finn. What's up? You got your little red sweater on? Yeah, Tin and Fin show. Man, what a gorgeous, gorgeous day. You know, winter's slowly coming to an end. We're still gonna have some cold days, probably some snow, but we're starting to get more of these like 50-degree days. Bluebird skies, light breeze, and it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Weather conditions, water conditions. I've been out here for just a little bit and I'm seeing like some 52-degree water, but I'm also seeing some like 47-degree water. So it really depends on where you go. Main lake, the water is still probably, I don't know, like 6 foot of visibility, but you ease back in some of these coves and some of these creeks and you got some good stain. I mean, where we're at right now is probably like 2 to 3 foot of visibility. And we're gonna do two things. We're gonna look around for some deep fish, something I've been doing down in bull shows with Del Coven, and JB is throwing this sucker right here. This is the little tater shad, one little tater shad head, and it is a blast. This is just kind of forward facing sonar. You're casting this out. I'll be throwing it on this Virtus Finesse. This is a red diamond. It's a 7-foot medium fast spinning rod with 10-pound fluoro and 15-pound braid, just a little Shimano Sahara 2500. So we're gonna go look for that bite, and I really want to concentrate on this new jig that Cumberland Pro just came out with. Well, it's not really a new jig, it's a Procaster, but it's a new size, so 1/2 ounce size. They got a bunch of really cool colors. This color right here is PBJ Craw. That's a nice looking little color. I think they got, I don't know how many colors they got. I just got some of these in the mail the other day. Green pumpkin, that's what we're gonna start out with. We have got Magic Craw. That's always a good color. It's got some of that blue in there. And we got Watermelon Candy Haze. I like that too. I like all these colors. And then the other color that they have, and then you got old traditional black and blue, one of the best colors ever made. But we're gonna throw these around. I'm real curious to see how this, I'm real familiar with the 3/8 ounce. It's been one of my favorite jigs, the Procaster, for the last several years. But anytime you get a new head design, you always wonder how it's gonna hold up. So we're gonna definitely rig up that green pumpkin one and go out there and throw it around and see what happens. So stay tuned. Got him. Get up in here, butter. There we go. Right. There we go, folks. A little jig in the mouth, jig in the head. I'm liking this jig, man. It's the new 1/2 ounce Procaster by Cumberland Pro. And that fish, I mean, wasn't coming off, man. It was not coming off. It's a green pumpkin, just got a little yum crawl chunk on the back of there. And this is just kind of a little funneling area. And see how that weed guard is on the top of the head? The hook's on the inside, obviously. You can hardly, fish ain't getting off, I'll tell you that much right now. When he bites it like that, he is yours. So I gotta get the pliers out for this sucker. Come on. One, old tater shad. There we go. There we go. Something nice fish on the jig. Go, folks. Yeah, it seems like some of these fish have pulled up shallow because of the sunshine. Kind of liking that jig. Good fish. Nothing wrong with that guy. I think this jig is going to be just fine. That's me.
How you doing?
Doing great, man. How y'all doing?
Fine. Hey,
Yeah.
I fish Chuck meet them all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a certain we're about half a dozen boats going to fish Clearwater tomorrow.
Okay.
A bunch of us going down there.
How's the bite been down there? Got him. That's a cool bite. Okay, there we go. That's fun. All right, bringing a little tater shad back, bull shoal style. Man, these fish are finicky. I have to really work on them. This jig's doing really good. You know, I'm coming through some pretty, you can see there's rock on the bank. That's some pretty good chunk rock. And have not got hung up yet. Caught a couple on a jig. Yeah, they're about to turn on though. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck. Nice. Fish thumped it. Go. Off the back of the boat, man. That's nice about spot lock. You know, the wind's just kind of pouring down through this little gut. You can hit spot lock, stand on the back of the boat, and fish this thing thoroughly. Look at these spots, man. It's pretty cool. They get these spots in cold water. But man, that was a nice little bite. So we're just targeting rock. You know, the sun's out. Air temperature like mid 50s. It's beautiful out here. The water is, I saw 52, 53 in some sections, but most of the lake is like 47. I think that's what we got here. Yeah. Yeah, we got like 49 right here. And right on the other side of this little cut was 47. So the sun's definitely warming this water, and it's I like this stain. It's got some pretty good stain in it. It's basically like 2 foot of visibility, maybe 3 foot. But this little sucker, a little orange, man. A little bit of orange in the spring. Well, it's basically spring, late winter, early spring. I don't know, I guess late winter, but when that water starts creeping up a little bit, something about orange seems to be the deal. Damn it. Got him. Oh, got off. Look out, got the guard dog in here. You just woke her up. You just woke her up. She's been sleeping for... That, man, I'm just casting this little minnow.
All these guys coming up are.
Yeah.
Did you listen to Gil's interview with Panger?
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Freaking amazing, dude. 100% dialed on that.
Yeah. Well, what I learned with Travis was, you know, we're fishing 60, 70 foot of water. He's got a 3/4 ounce jig head, yeah, with the little little minnow like this, and he's able to lead those fish as they're swimming. He knows which way they're going, and he's able.
I'm not good at that yet.
No, me either.
Tell whether they're quartering this way or that way, unless they're really moving and I can follow them.
He can freaking drop it right on their head in like 80, 100 foot cast when they're moving over 70 foot of water and they're down 30 feet. He can intersect it to where it lands right on their nose. Like, it's crazy. All right, little midday report. Catching a few fish on the jig. It's a lot of fun. We started out throwing that tater shad out deep, and we did catch a few fish on that, but it's something you can do. You can just follow those fish around all day long and throw at them, and I got plenty of that at bull shows, so it was fun to just put a jig on and go catch some fish. And we did catch some fish, testing out that new 1/2 ounce Procaster by Cumberland Pro Lures. It's cool when you get some new product and you want to go test it out and the fish actually respond, because sometimes, you know, you want to go test a new lure and they're just not honest. But today, definitely showing some love for the new Procaster. Talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So we've got the 1/2 ounce Procaster, and I'm going to change this trailer out and show you why I think we were getting some bites today. It's something that happens in the spring as the water warms up. Adding a little bit of orange to your trailer can be, I mean, that can be the difference sometimes. So I'm gonna put a new trailer on here, show you what the guts of this jig look like. It's a wire jig. It's got the twin wire, and they've come up with a new wire. It's adjustable, so you can put it really close to the hook if that's where you want it. You can pull it out, spread it out, do whatever you want. This is a casting jig, so it's pretty versatile. You can actually swim this jig. This thing comes through grass pretty good. You can rig it up as a swim jig or throw it out and drag it around rocks, deep grass lines, wood and stuff. You can pitch with it too, but there are better jigs for pitching. This is what they consider like a casting jig. So, you know, I've been kind of staying out off the bank a little bit. I have been pitching in close to the grass and stuff, but I haven't really been pitching any laydowns, and it'll work in laydowns, but I think the pig jig by Cumberland Pro is a little bit better for that. But it's got a good nice keeper right there. The hook, it's compact, so it's I think it's like a 3/0 hook, but it's meaty. I mean, it's super sharp, but it's not going to bend out. And it's got this unique head design. I don't know if there's a jig like this, but it just, that allows it to come through the rock. And I've been fishing this in rock for quite a while, and the paint's really held up nicely. So my trailer's been this right here. This is just the Yum crawl chunk. My buddy Mike Marfell turned me on to these crawl chunks years ago, and we're going with a 2.75 because I'm trying to keep this sucker compact. And that's another thing I did. When you get this out of the pack, the skirt material is going to be about this long, so we trim this up. I like to get it somewhere around the hook bend. I left it a little bit longer, but I'm typically trimming that off, and I don't just trim it straight across. I mean, you can see how that one's a little bit longer. I kind of just stagger it like that. I think it gives it a little more buggy look. So let's get one of these 2.75s out. My hands are a little bit greasy. Come on now. Okay, there we go. These suckers are greasy too. But it's a cool little crawl chunk. It's not so overpowering when it gets warmer, when the water gets warmer. Like right now, the water's, you know, it's between 47. I did see some 52 earlier, but most of it's like 47 to 49. So it's still chilly, but something a little more compact, a little bit less action. And you just rigging that sucker up. These suckers are actually very slimy. I'm going to show you one little tip that is real critical in the spring, because crawfish, almost every crawfish has a little bit of a contrasting color on the tips of their pinchers. So we got that sucker on there, and this is the key right here. I'm gonna lay that down there, right here, just a spike it marker, but not chartreuse, orange. Orange and spring, red and spring. There's just something about it. So all we're doing is we're just hitting it. You can see, get out here in the sun. See these little nubs that kind of stick out off there? That's all we're hitting. We're just hitting that little bit right there of orange. You don't want to overdo it. Just the tips, and then we'll flip her over. We're gonna hit the tips right here too, if the wind will quit blowing. Just hitting these tips, that's it. So when you hold that up, you just got see a little bit of orange there on the tips. That's all you need. It just, I mean, the fish have superior vision, so they can pick up on the little hues. So you've got that little bit of contrast, which goes a long way, and you've also got the scent. I'm a firm believer in scent, especially when the water is cold and you're fishing something slow. The fish are able to get a good look at it, and they're actually able to pick up the scent coming off of the bait. So anytime you're fishing something slow, it's a good idea to put some scent on there. Let's go see if we can catch a few more fish before it gets dark. Nice. Got me one, Finn. Swimming that back, that fish nailed it. Kind of liking the jig. Kind of liking the jig. There he is. Little guy. But we'll count him. Better fish. Nice. There you go, man. Just coming off the side of that point. Just running that jig off the side of that point. Man, I'll tell you what, this sucker locks them up. I'm impressed with this little jig. This little 1/2 ounce Cumberland Pro Lures Procaster. These fish are getting healthy. Fish are looking healthy. It's fun, man. I mean, I like catching them on a live scope, and we got a little bit of that out of the way this morning, but it is fun just to go fishing too. Just casting a jig. Fish are starting to move up. It's that time of year. Life is good. Got him. Shot that sucker right up past him, and he turned around and nailed it. That was fun. That's fun. Started goofing off. All right, just pulled up to this point here, and there's a little brush pile out here, and I think I saw a couple fish swimming around there. I'll show what I'm looking at here on the Telescope 666. See a little bit of roughage right there's a little bit of roughage, and then where'd it go? Right in here, right in there. When I pulled up here, I saw, yeah, there we go. There's a fish right there. So we're gonna cast that jig out there and see if we can get one of them suckers to react. That's a good one there. Good fish. There we go. There we go. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming along on this little venture, man. We had fun. The little jig was paying off. Check these out on Baitworks. You can use the code THM10 and get you 10% off. They changed the code, so any order is 10% off, not just your first one. I think these are going to be on Baitworks pretty soon. If not, look for them because they're on their way. It's 3/8 ounce Procaster. It's been I don't know, first time out with it, and man, I'm digging it, dude. And dudettes, that was fun. Oh, jig bite. Yeah, feels good. Until next time.